Hey, what's up guys? So this is just a quick little video just to explain the qualifying format for the 2016 season. It looks a bit confusing at first. It's really kind of just to simplify and shake up the grid a little bit, but this video is obviously just to help people understand it. It's a little bit confusing, so hopefully this video will give you a bit more of an insight on how to understand it. The graphics I'm going to be using for this demonstration is just to make it, understandable. I'm not sure what they're going to use, if they're going to be like this or somewhat similar. So just take the actual graphics with a pinch of salt. It's just to obviously explain it a little bit more. So first off, we have Q1 as normal. It's 16 minutes long, the qualifying session. So all 22 cars will be running as normal. So after 7 minutes, or after the cars have set their time, the first elimination will happen. So at 9 minutes, the car who's in last place, in this case it's Magnussen, he'll be eliminated and he won't be able to qualify anymore. So after the first elimination, every 90 seconds a car will be eliminated. So at 7:30, Gutierrez will be out, and so on and so forth, and it'll keep working its way down. So another minute 30 seconds, 20th place will go out. Same, another minute and a half later, 19th will go out, and it kind of keeps this mechanic of going down every 1 minute 30 seconds. If you want to simplify it, 90 seconds a car will get eliminated. So this happens all the way up till the timer runs down at the end of Q1. So 22nd to 16th place will be eliminated. Their times will stay as they are. That's where they'll position up on the grid. If they have any penalties, obviously then that will come into play for them. I can't imagine too many drivers having penalties after the first race of the season. But anyway, Q2 starts obviously a little bit after that. This time it's 15 minutes qualifying session. Only 15 cars will be running in Q2. So the first elimination is after 6 minutes. So again, at the 9 minute mark, that's kind of the time where the clock will start to go down. So after the elimination, 15th place will be gone from the grid. Again, same as Q1, 14th place will be gone after a minute and a half. 6 minute hits, 13th place will be gone. Again, the same thing. It's all the same up until what we get to 1 minute 30. Usually Q2 would end at that point with, well, it'd end a bit slightly before that, but what I'm trying to say is that it keeps going all the way down till the 9th place is eliminated. So in Q3 there's actually 8 cars as opposed to it being 10, which it's a weird dynamic, because since 2006 we've had 10 in the top shot, even through the changes. I think it was last season or the season before, where because the grid order was changed slightly from 22, it's weird how it works. For whatever reason, we now only have 8 cars in Q3. So Q3 is 40 minutes long, as opposed to the other ones. So it gets smaller and smaller, the time period for sessions. So Q1 has 16, Q2 has 15, and Q3 has 14. Same with the elimination time. Q1 7 minutes is the first elimination, Q2 is 6 minutes, and for Q3 it's 5 minutes. So at the end of 5 minutes, 8th place will be gone from the grid. Minute and 30 later, 7th place as well. So obviously between qualifying sessions they'll have to reset their times. They don't keep them from the last qualifying session, so they keep changing it. It goes all the way down. So at the 3 minute mark you have 3 drivers left on the grid, or on the track, for example. I don't know how it's going to work if a driver sets his time bang on the elimination mark, and then obviously he's got to get all the way around the track, depending on what track it is. Say for example it's Belgium, obviously he's going to be on a warm down lap, so he's not going to get off the track for well past the next elimination time. So it's going to be weird how that works. They might change the rules a little bit. So come down to the last 1 minute 30, you're going to have 2 drivers in play on the track going for pole. So again, on a track like Belgium, it's going to be slightly weird how that's going to work, or for any track for that matter that's longer, that the average lap time is longer than 1 minute 30. Australia, it should be fine. Bahrain, fine. Malaysia could be, a difficult one. Same with Singapore, Belgium. I don't know, the dynamic of that is slightly odd. I don't think we have to worry about that until China, where obviously the lap times don't really get below 1 minute 30 anymore. at all. So obviously after the 1 minute 30 is up in Q3, you have one car, and obviously that will be pole position. I just said 1 minute 30 when it's actually 1 minute 30 seconds. Anyway, so that's pretty much how the qualifying works. It's an interesting dynamic. It's like musical chairs. That's how I see it. It's interesting. It will shake the grid up a little bit. I don't think it's going to have the desired effect that they think it will. As far as how it works, I don't think it's been thought out properly. Unless they're going to bring in a rule where the car cannot go around the track within the countdown, or if you're in the elimination zone. I don't know, it doesn't make sense, because then in that case he wouldn't be able to make a lap. I don't think it's been thought out very well. Whether it makes a difference or not, it will, but if it helps, I think it's going to be changed by next season, because obviously you've got all the new regulations coming in. They would want to have a more refined qualifying format than they do with this. I mean, I don't think the last one was broken. Yeah, it was pretty simple to guess who's going to be out in Q3, who's going to be in the top 4 in qualifying. I mean, I guess they could have done something different, similar to what they did in 2005, where they obviously had one lap more or less to be able to set a time, then you have another lap on Sunday, combine them two together. Something similar to that. That was a horrible qualifying format. I think they actually got rid of that during the season because it was so bad. But something a bit between the format we had 2 seasons ago, which I think was the best we've had in a long time, and a 2005 one. I think a blend between them two would probably be, what we would want and what we could do, because it's going to shake up the grid. Either that or reversed grid order, with obviously the 2 different races, but that's going off on a different area. Anyway, I hope that's made it a little bit easier for you guys, and a little bit simplified is a better word for it, I suppose. But I think that's as clear cut as it's going to get, with all the tyre rules that are changing and everything. That's just crazy, that is. But anyway, I hope you like this and it understood a little bit better. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in a different video.